If you believe in what you have set out to do, and you have a passion for it, you can make it happen.
Well, I'd like to talk a little bit today about our journey of our organization. This project started some 6 years ago with a group of committed volunteers who were very community-minded, meeting in a backyard in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And that group had one objective, is to find ways to help grow tennis in the Capital Region. From that meeting, we create the Capital Region Tennis Association.
I was approached by a gentleman, David Clark, who had a dream about bringing indoor tennis and a community indoor tennis center to Fredericton, New Brunswick. And we were told that they were in need of some additional funding to build the center. And the center was built as a result of some charitable donations, including our families. And it's been incredibly rewarding for us, incredibly rewarding for the community, and I believe an incredible project.
We've worked very hard to debunk the perception that tennis is an elite, exclusive, whites-only, country club sort of activity, when in fact we feel strongly the opposite.
Tennis Canada has recognized that there's a deficiency in the lack of facilities across the country, and one of the first places that we started in terms of looking at that, of course, was with Fredericton. And the Fredericton project really has been a role model for how we want to be able to roll out facility advocacy across the country. We've had fantastic support from the Capital Region Tennis Association, Tennis New Brunswick, the province, and the city, who have really been outstanding in terms of moving forward.
Well, this is a situation where if we did not have the partnership and the desire by Capital Region Tennis, this project most probably wouldn't have come to fruition.
The City of Fredericton, the University, Tennis Canada, Tennis New Brunswick, and the local tennis community all came together to make this project a reality. And right now we are so close to having the facility completed that everybody in the community is anxiously waiting. We're all excited to see the building being constructed, the walls going up, and within 2 months we'll be playing there.
We provide some technical assistance, some assistance with the schematic layouts and the footprints of the facilities themselves. We can share with them basically operating budgets from other facilities to show basically how they are operating and how successful they are. We've been developing business plans. We've also been using it to assist them with their programming that needs to take place at the facility. And also in hiring the right individuals, because the key, I think, for the success of these facilities is to be self-sustaining. Is once we're out of the ground, is we want these facilities to continue to grow as we move forward.
By having the ability to build indoor, accessible, affordable facilities right across the country, it's really going to help us to do two things. One, allow more people to be exposed and to play your game, as well as being able to help sort of nurture the next generation of our top Davis Cup and Fed Cup players.
This partnership is really exciting because of all the variety of ways in which the tennis center and the university can interact. It goes right from our people, our students being able to play tennis at the center, through our students having employment at the center, both on the management side, the coaching side, as well as our research.
We also have some great opportunities, I think, with our partnerships with the Canadian Sports Centre Atlantic, and we will be able to provide strength and conditioning opportunities, mental skill training, as well as some of the sports medicine that can help with development within that center.
The other really important relationship that anyone contemplating facility development should consider is with the local media or provincial media. That motivates the rest of the community. We've had people coming to us with checks donating towards the tennis facility without having made the ask, because they've seen the excitement and they've heard about the excitement in the local paper and on the radio. So that is a key partnership in addition to the very strong one that you'd have with Tennis Canada in order to be successful at the end of the day.
I would say the efforts with volunteers have been heroic. And I think because we had nothing here, It was so exciting, and so many people worked so hard and so many hours, fundraising, relationship building. I would just say, keep at it. It's worth it. I can't believe it's actually there. I drive by it. I make Bea do a moment of silence every time we drive by it, and to see the sidings up.
The growth of tennis really has been impacted by the success that some of our Canadians have been having recently. Milos Raonic has been in the news almost on a weekly basis, relative to his success at the ATP level. As well, there's a lot more television coverage now than there used to be on tennis, so more people are getting a chance to see it on a regular basis. And for young children to see Nadal and Federer play on TV, there's no way they can watch that and not have some interest after the fact. So I think really the amount of exposure we've been getting for the sport is really going to have an impact on everybody in this community.
I would say to other communities that sports, recreation, equates to wellness and well-being. It's every bit as important as the fire station or as the police station. It's a piece of the puzzle that makes the community whole. And without it, it's like without arts and culture, it's like you don't have the heart of the community.
Well, we are the University of New Brunswick, and therefore our mission has to involve helping to build a better province. And I think this is a perfect example of some of the things that we're quite happy to become involved, but I think we're also obliged to. We have responsibilities to become involved in initiatives such as this one.
So the facility in Fredericton has now become basically a 6-court permanent indoor facility that will be the largest indoor facility east of Montreal as a permanent facility in the country. It'll have the ability in the Atlantic to hold regional, provincial, and national events, and we're very proud of our partnership with everyone who's been associated with the project.
This community center affords children, much like we would have been, the opportunity to play tennis when they otherwise couldn't have. So when we heard about that, it was something that resonated deeply with us and was a wonderful objective, and it has been met at the Abbey Family Tennis Center.
Standing in this facility today, it's just tremendous to think that we're going to be able to offer to the Capital Region and the province of New Brunswick the gift of active living through the great game of tennis.
If we can do it in Fredericton, we can do it across the country.